Can I just say, says Dom in Liverpool, it is fantastic to hear Graeme Souness back on with you in talkSPORT this morning. He rode back into town just as he did with Galatasaray, walked into your studio and stuck his flag into the middle of the studio floor. He's ruling it in there with you and Jordan.
Hold on. Never mind all that.
He's obviously a good judge, that young man.
Let me just. I just want to row back on something because it's a sort of light bulb moment for me.
Oh dear.
You sat there telling me, Graeme, about players in this day and age are quite precious and difficult to manage. Yet you yourself, aggrandising nitwit, just sat there earlier on telling me that the moment you got dropped, you had a tantrum, put in a transfer request, and went and drank gin and tonics at the bar.
I wasn't dropped. This is now. Try and listen.
How precious is that?
How
much more precious do you have to be?
Do try and listen to this first sentence.
You were benched.
I was told I was going to play in that game. I went to them.
Yeah, and they dropped you.
I went to them and said, "Look, you've played 10 games. You've won 10 games. Bob Paisley's out for the same amount of time as I was out with a bad back.
Yes, I've heard this story. It's got nothing to do with the context of being
Jim's
precious.
Not, so I'll address you, Jim.
Thank you.
So I go to them on the Friday. I said, "Look, I'm now declaring myself fit. I don't expect to play this weekend. No, let's leave this weekend off." Joe said to me, "We'll play
so you
on
don't
Tuesday.
Think you were precious when you put a transfer request in?
We'll play on Tuesday. You'll be playing Tuesday.
You'll be playing on Tuesday, right.
And then travelling down to London, they're all, "Are you playing?" I said, "Yeah." Terry Mack said, "Oh, that means I won't be playing." So he comes to me the day of the game and says, "I'm not going to play." But I don't know if I've told you the punchline. So
you have.
I tell him where to stick his team. That's me done.
Do you not think it's precious?
I can remember the words. No,
yes,
I think I was justified due to circumstances.
No.
I feel that this is my
That's
transfer
his point.
request.
You threw your toys out of the pram.
Don't you start
precious.
lining up. Don't you know what my transfer request
is?
Go on. Due to whom it may concern, due to circumstances, I feel it necessary to request a transfer. Please treat this as
I feel it necessary to request a transfer.
Yes.
I am not playing this weekend, so I think I should have a transfer request.
Anyway.
And that's nothing to do with precious. And he says there, with all straight-facedness, players in this day and age, too precious. I don't know how you take. I mean, Graeme, I don't know how you get away with it sometimes.
I've often thought that listening to this programme.
It was done tongue in cheek. You obviously weren't going to see that through. But why did you do it? Just to frighten them?
Jim, I did it because I wanted to leave at that moment in time. So I'm sitting having my second gin and tonic in a hotel in London. We're playing Spurs that night. The manager came in who was making his return, as I was, after 10 games out. They had won 10 games back to back. And he was obviously feeling a little bit of pressure. He saw me sitting at a bar having a gin and tonic because he wasn't with the group. He had arrived later. And he said, "What's going on?" And I told him the story. He said, "We'll see about that." He came back and said to me, "Right, you're playing." I said, "I've just finished my second gin and tonic. How about me being sub?" He said, "Okay, you're sub." And another time he asked me how the game panned out.
Do you regret that behaviour now?
No. Because
but how would you feel as a manager if a player behaved like that to you tonight?
I would understand. I would understand. I have said to him, "You're going to
shut up,
You're going to play." I gave him up and he said, I don't expect to come straight back. He said, "You are playing on Tuesday night at Spurs." Fair enough. I am playing Tuesday night at Spurs. On Tuesday morning, he tells me I'm not playing.
But were you generally happy at the club before that?
It was the best place in the world.
So what are you doing handing a transfer request in, you child?
Because he had told me I was going to... He had
that's
told
it?
me... Yeah.
As a transfer request.
And
that's not precious.
I was a kid. Can't do that to me.
But that's not precious.
It sounds a bit precious, Graeme, does it not? I was told I was playing a large gin and tonic, please.
We're not boys, we're men.
Didn't sound like it.
But why didn't you just make yourself available and take it in the chin? As opposed to nipping down to the bar and having a gin and tonic.
Precious.
I'm amazed at that.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.